Hey, welcome to Coach Jay and Journey Junction. And today I just want to talk to you and ask you a few questions like, why did you start your business in the first place? Yeah, I know most of the common thing is because we want to see money or we have a niche that we feel that needs to get across to the people, or maybe just have a passion to share. And that's okay. But when you really look at it, are you that driven to your project, to your business, to your expected outcome that you're looking for? Are you willing to really dive in and work hard to bring this to life? And many of us have skills. Like I could see a person who's been working on cars all their life, working for other companies, decide, you know what, I'm gonna branch out and do my own. But they have a proof and concept because they've been working on others. The only thing they have to get out of this whole picture is to be able to say, I'm gonna stop working for this individual company and start my own. Yeah, they got the talents, they got the ability, they got the knowledge, and they can do all that. But the problem that most entrepreneurs and business owners who start their business, they forget the behind the scene work. Yes, they can go out there and make it happen. They can go out and fix on a few cars or whatever. But when it's time to do the invoicing, when it's time to understand how to market it, when it's time that you have to go and share your different abilities with others to get more clientels, that's where we drop off at. Now, I'll say that most of us that are starting off or that are entrepreneurs currently, we have done quite well. But then we get to that place with that plateau where we want to see more coming and we don't know how to get to there. We've studied, we've went around people who told us, hey, you do this, you do that, you do this. And we have done that, but we're not still seeing the outcome that we're expecting. And majority of the time, it's not what you've been shared. It's not the tools that have been shared with you and the actions that can be taken. It's your follow through. Yep, your follow through. You understand what is needed, but I'm not ready to commit to the time and the effort that's really need to be put in place to make sure it happens. Yes, we want to see the benefits of the increase in revenue and clients, but there's a small part of work that we need to put in to make sure that we can get to those clients and we can get to that work that we're seeking. And that's why I wanted to take this time to talk with you all, and let's talk about our strategic planning. Yeah, strategic planning, where we put efforts and thoughts into actions, into an overall goal or objective to make sure we achieve them at the end of the day. You know, my point for today is we can talk all these goals and objectives and tasks and how we're going to do it, but we need to create a lasting system, a system that works for us, a system that guides us to that expected end that we're looking for. And that system starts when we start recapping and revisiting what we're doing. What, for example, look at our business and step back from it and say, okay, if I was to start this business right now, what would I do differently that I'm not doing now? Wait a minute. You just hit something. You're asking me, who's sitting up here struggling with a business, to step back and answer a question that myself still searching for. Yes, I am. Because if you can't find the answer, that means that you might need more of assistance. You might need some help. This is why performance coaching that I offer comes into place. Because a lot of time we get stuck in the mundane things of keeping the business floating that we don't take enough time to step back and ask somebody, how can I do this better? What would be some of the techniques and the styles that you would recommend for us to go further to reach the goals and objectives that I'm set for? Or how can I do this better? Or what am I doing wrong? See, it's nothing wrong with taking a step back in your business and see how you can improve. Yes, you know that you want to improve because year after year after year, you have found yourself making the same amount of money. You're doing the same amount of things. But now you're seeing the demand for your life and the way that you're living requires you to make more revenue. And the only way you can do that is to sit back, step back, and say, is this time now where I bring somebody else into the picture to help me to see things maybe from a different lens? Just like these eyeglasses that I wear, every so often I have to go and get an eye exam to see if I need to help my vision to get a little more clear. You all know that if you spin away from your eye doctor, those that wear glasses, you'll find yourself starting to squinch. And when you start squinching, that tells you that you need to check your eyes out. Well, that's the same thing that we're doing with your business. There's a squinting going on because you come to a place of answering the why or what or how. And we've been doing the same mundane practices over and over again, but we're not seeing the results we have. It's time to step back. Maybe it's the way that you structure your business from the beginning. Maybe it's how you manage it. Maybe it's the people that you're hiring. Maybe it's how you're showing up. I mean, it could be many things. What does it hurt to take a step back and ask yourself, is it time that I bring somebody else in to talk with me, to see what they see in my business? Yeah, we've been to friends and family that said they could do this and said that, and sometimes they're right, and sometimes they're way off. Sometimes the simple thing is just stopping and let's take a pencil and pen and write down what we're trying to do, what is happening, evaluate the big picture of what we're seeing, and see if there's a better way of doing it. Can I be truthful with you? Sometimes you're doing the best you can do for that business. It's time to introduce something else. Like if you're a mechanic and you're fixing the cars and that's all you're doing is working it, but you don't see the revenue, you can't force more people to come. But maybe you can offer something else that could go along with your current business. What that is, we could talk about it. We could try to figure out. We can analyze different objects, see what other people are doing in the same type of job and work that you're performing. And I'm using the mechanic because it's a little easier because all of us can relate. When we have car problems, we can go to someone and we look for them to assist us. But if that's you that's sitting there here looking at building your business to the next level and going there, then what do you have to lose by taking a few minutes and asking someone to come in and review what you're currently doing? See if they got some suggestions or plan. And if it's you, my name is Coach Jay. I'm a performance psychologist that helps you look at things from a different lens. I work with, no, I need to start that over.